Brady Rice. On the return for Lumpkin County, gets up to the 23-yard line, brought down by number 6 kid Garrison. First down for the Indians. Jay Grizzle is complete to the 26-yard. Got pass complete to Caleb Morrell. He's down to the North Hall 29-yard line. First down for the Indians.
Grayson Kirby, Baker Dyer, Jared Laddie, Kevin Rochester, your front four for the Trojans. Scott's got triplets to the right, but one of them's Lawrence. He's coming wide, and Scott's got a hole for the fake jet sweep down to the 22-yard line. He's the best running player tonight.
Scott on the keeper, 7-yard gain with 22. Second and 3 for Indians.
Trojans understandably a little bit flat coming in this game after last week's big win. Scott's going to fling it out the outside. Ball's in there a long time, but it is complete to Lawrence. He's going to get a first down at the 17-yard line before Clark Howell gets him.
Scott pass complete to Lawrence to the 17-yard line. Tackled by number 3 Clark Howell, or number 2 Bradford Purrier. First down for the Indians.
It was actually Purrier on the tackle on that side, I think. Number 2. All right. Cameron Stringer in the backfield. Scott's going to roll out and that probably looked like a mess. It wasn't a dirty play at all by by Howell, but over that narrow sidelines, head linesman Tim Barrett and was the first thing got in the way. Then the kicking net got in the way, and it was just a big mess over there.
Shot driven out of bounds by number 3, Clark Howell, off of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12.
.25 Cameron Stringer in the backfield. Scott's pass intended for Norrell, and he took his eye off of it, went right through his hands, hit him in the head. Almost caught the rebound, but it did fall harmless to the ground, so 3rd down and 12.
Scott's pass intended for Norrell is incomplete. 3rd and 12 from the 19-yard line.
Trips to the right. Scott's going to take the snap, and we have a false start against Lumpkin County.
Dead ball false start against the Indians. 5-yard penalty. Moves the ball out to the North Hall 24-yard line. We're going to make it 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17 now for the Indians. Jared Hope, Brady Rice, and Cameron Stringer trips to the right. H-back Jay Grizzle. Scott takes a snap. He's looking to the right because that's where everybody is, but they're going to throw it back to Grizzle. Trojans aren't fooled. Howell and Memphis Dyer come up to make the hit. We tried to slip Grizzle out through the line over the left side. That's showing strength to the right. Only gained about 3 to the 21-yard line.
Scott pass complete to Grizzle. 3-yard gain before he's brought down by Howell and Dyer. Substitution infraction against the Indians.
And while I was on the other mic, the Indians had a substitution infraction as they brought the field goal team on and broke the huddle with 12 players. So they're going to move the ball back to the 26. That makes us a 43-yard field goal. I think that's number 29, Marcus Remyard, and yep, that's who it is, but we're going to get a Lumpkin County timeout first.
Timeout in Lumpkin County.
So 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. And an admittedly sloppy quarter for the Trojans. But as I said, after last week, and with all the coronavirus chaos that occurred just a couple of days ago, as one North Hall player tested positive and through contact tracing down by the school, 10 other players. 10 other players, had to be quarantined for 2 weeks, so they will also miss Gilmer County next week. And looks like Lumpkin's changed their mind. They're going to punt from the 26-yard line. Could be a fake, but now they're going to try to pin North Hall deep in the corner, and Scott missed. He just dropped it in the end zone. So, 26-yard punt, no return.
Cooper Scott's punt, mounts into the end zone for the touchback. 26-yard punt, net of 6. First and 10 for the Trojans from their own 20-yard line.
Not completely sure I understand that thinking. But however, Trojans will take it at their own 20-yard line. They got the Buffalo personnel in there with T-Lander, kind of a short fullback, and they're going to run behind him. And there goes Clark Howell, and number 1 Trey Grizzle grabbed to hold him at the 5, and that may have saved the touchdown after 5 yards.
Clark Howell gains the 5 yards to the 25. Tackle made by number 1 Trey Grizzle. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 for the Trojans. They still have the Buffalo package in there with T-Lander. You won't see T-Lander carrying it, but they're not going to get the playoff before the end of the first quarter anyway. So your score into 1, North Hall 6, Lumpkin 0.
And final play of the first quarter, North Hall 6, Lumpkin 0. This evening we are proud to thank the North Hall Community Education Foundation for their continued support of Hall County Cluster or North Hall Cluster schools. We have representatives from each of the elementary schools out on the field showing their ceremonial check. For Mount Merritt Elementary, we have Principal Jennifer Westbrook. For Walker Mountain Elementary, Principal Pam Doyd. And for Riverbend Elementary, we have Principal Donna Wiggins, and she's been represented by Emily Nichols. Sorry, reading this as I go. Round of applause for the North Hall Community Education Foundation and our great future Trojans at Mount Vernon, Walker Mountain, and River Bend.
Okay, folks, flip the field over, or Trojans not going left to right. You got 2nd and 5 at the 25. They went back to still in the Buffalo package, this time with Rochester in the backfield. Purrier fakes it to him. He heads over the left side, picks up 7 yards, brought down by Norrell at the 32. First down, nice first down line on the Lasky.
Bradford Purrier picks up 7 yards to 32, brought down by Norrell. 1st and 10 for the Trojans from the 32.
Trojans still with T-Lander in there. He's never seen the Buffalo back actually get the ball in all the years I've seen him run this formation. We've also got twins to the right. It's going to be, which is Charles Coleman and A.J. Jones. Clark Hill in the backfield, and Trojans going to have to burn a timeout as there was a little bit of confusion and they weren't going to get the play off in time.
Timeout, North Hall.
Folks, I just got a text from mine, and that's where they place the ball first down for the Trojans.
50-yard gain on the pass from Purrier to A.J. Jones. First down for the Trojans from the 47-yard line.
The loss of video stream is quite the topic of conversation right now. All right, we got Howell going in motion. They're going to run the trap to Rochester left side. He's going to drag about 3 guys all the way to the 47-yard line. Number 11, Tanner Kurt. Son of the principal makes tackle, 6-yard gain.
Rochester, 6-yard gain to the Lumpkin 47-yard line, 7-4.
North Holland had a double wing with a tight wide receiver set here. As you watch North Holland here, one thing you'll notice is Coach Bishop has really expanded the formation package that comes in the wing two. They're still running wing two plays largely. And there's a handoff to Howell out there running behind Laddie. And on the jet sweep, he gets to the 34-yard line before he's driven out of bounds. That's another Trojan first down, 9:57 on the clock in the second quarter.
Howell out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Good for another Trojan first down.
Trojan more conventional twin backs right here. Dyer on the wing to the left. They're going to run the buck sweep to Howell. He's got room on the outside. He's got one guy to beat. There's a penalty mark coming in. Howell's in the end zone. We'll have to check the penalty at the 21-yard line. There's another one at the 28. I'm not sure this one's going to stand up. We have holding against the Trojans.
Holding against the Trojans. Ten-yard penalty after this 7 yards down from the line. So he's going to make it 1st and 13. 1st and 14 from the Lumpkin 38.
So after the penalty, the Trojans have 1st and 14 at the 38-yard line. Basic set there. They're going to run the same play to the other side with Howell. Jay Grizzly grabs him at the 34 with the original line of scrimmage. So he's going to be up 2nd and 10.
Howell on the sweep to the 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Clock ticks with 9:02 left. Ball near the left hash at the Lumpkin County 34-yard line. Trojans in unbalanced set to the right-hand side. We're gonna fake it. Purdy is scrambling around. He's being chased by number 11, and he finally just slings it out of bounds. And that's going to get an intentional grounding call.
Intentional grounding against the Trojans. 5 yards from the spot of the foul, moves the ball all the way back to the North Hall 48-yard line. With the loss of down, that brings up 3rd down and 28.
So loss of down, 3rd and 28. You see that a lot with young high school quarterbacks. They think the intentional grounding rules in high school are what they see on TV, and they are not. You have to attempt to throw it to an actual receiver. You cannot just throw it out of bounds. Purdy takes a snap. They're going to run the tag play to Jones, and Lumpkin County's waiting on him. He got a yard to the 49. Earlier in punt formation. He takes a snap from Chris. End over end punt. It's going to go right to Hope, and he's going to go right to A.J. Jones. Jones takes him down right at the 20-yard line. Again, about 2 yards on that return. That's where Lumpkin County will start the next possession.
Courier's punt, fielded by number 14, Garrett Hope. He returns it from the 18 to the 20. 1st and 10 for the Indians.
So, clock stopped on the chain. Scott's got Springer in the backfield. He's motioning him up. He's going to run a little pop pass to Hope. Trojan's going to pretty effectively bottle him up at the 23-yard line.
Jared Hoke on the pop pass picks up 3 yards to the 23-yard line. Second down and 7.
Okay. Single wide receiver to each side. And Stringer in the backfield, the pistol behind Scott. He now resets again to the right side. Scott takes it to him, and he's picked off. He's trying to get to Norrell, and there's a senior Caleb Wyatt, and he's going down the sidelines, and there's a variety of penalty flags on the return. Somebody must have got their money's worth because they're all throwing the same one. So, but Scott's pass was picked off by Wyatt, who did return it all the way down to about right at the line of scrimmage, but the penalty markers at the Lumpkin 28-yard line. Blocking them back is, as expected, the call. You get defensive backs trying to become offensive linemen on that play, and then and it's what you get a lot of times. So he veers over the left side around the numbers at the 29. Looks like we're going to spot it.
Rochester, 10-yard gain on the trap play to the 29-yard line. First down for the Trojans.
Same package here. We got Charles Howell split wide to the right, Dyer in the wing on the right, and they're going to run the buck sweep to the right. Howell breaks 1, 2. Two tackles can't get away from the third one, but he does get down to about the 22, 23-yard line before he was wrestled out of bounds by Brady Rice. They had a shot at him in the backfield, but he was able to elude it, broke another tackle near the line of scrimmage.
Mark Howell gain to the 18. First and 10 for the Trojans.
Same formation. They're strong to the left, and they're going to run Dyer on the Yankee reverse there, and everybody in the stadium saw that hold right at the point of attack. Not going to call out the young man's name, but let's just say he got his money's worth over there on the left side. So offsetting penalties. So they're going to run the buck sweep to the right with Howell. He's going to get 3 yards to the 15 right in the middle of the field. His offsetting penalties was holding on North Hall and a blow to the head targeting type call against Lumpkin County. Rules are different in high school. It's not an ejection. It is just a normally 15-yard penalty, but in this case it was just nullified the North Hall penalty.
Howell gained 3 yards to 15. Second down 7.
Purrier under center. We've got 4 seconds to get this play off, and they're going to run the blast to Rochester. You know, one of them over on the left side, one of the most consistently successful plays of the year. And he's going to get it down to a 9-yard line. Gain of 6. 3rd and 1 coming up over on the left half.
Rochester 6-yard gain over the left side down to the 9-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
So Rochester and Howell in the backfield. And this time they run the trap to Rochester. He picks his way through. Looks like outside linebacker peeled back Lawrence to make the tackle right at the 1-yard line. And as McEachran gets another first down, first and goal for the Trojans.
Giving Rochester gains 8 yards to the 1. Timeout Lumpkin County. It'll be first and goal for the Trojans when we return.
Lumpkin calls timeout with 3:32 left in the first half. The Trojans only lead 6-0. I'm not sure if you got video back until I hear otherwise. I'm going to try to give you a little more description than usual as best I can. Again, appreciate you bearing with me, folks, as I'm still have to do the PA announcement as well. But hope you're enjoying the audio portion of the broadcast, even if you can't see the game. Rochester and Howell behind Purrier down the 1 yard line on the left hash. And there's the blast to the right. Rochester, he drags somebody into the end zone for another North Hall touchdown. And there goes the lights this time.
Number 49, Kevin Rochester, 1 yard, Trojan touchdown.
Off. Lumpkin County jumps off sides. Coach Bishop waves it off. The spares the kicker the trouble of resetting, as you commonly see on extra points these days, and unless they're thinking about going for 2. And there's not sure how they missed the hurdling on that, because that was, Lumpkin County just flat out leapfrogged over, but Luke Brown's kick is good. The Trojans a 13-0 lead with 3:27 left.
Brown's kick is good.
I understand there's still no video. Thank you, Chris. The brightest technical minds on the planet are working to bring you a solution as we're trying to figure out what exactly is going on. We know the link is good somehow. It's just the video's just not getting back to the computer. So Brown kickoff a little shorter this time. He's going to take it at the 10. And he's got a senior man. Brown's going to make the tackle. Brady Rice on the carry, and he's shaken up. So Luke Brown makes the tackle, and Rice shaken up. And there's a holding penalty on. There's a holding penalty on Lumpkin County. So he'll step off 10 yards. He got all the way to the 38-yard line. The penalty actually happened downfield from the end of the play. So he'll mark 10 yards off from the 38. He'll spot the ball at the 28.
Brady Rice on the return for Lumpkin. Tackle made by number 35, Luke Brown. He's a holding penalty near the end of that play. 10-yard penalty moves it back to the 28-yard line. And Mr. Rice is checking up on the play. Now, spread of germs and illnesses, all spectators are required to wear a mask or face covering at all times. Individuals who refuse to comply with the safety measure will be asked to leave the premises. Hall County School District and North Hall High School appreciate you supporting our student athletes in following these Hall County protocols.
Play. The handoff is to Hoke, and he's hitting the backfield on the sweep by Clark Howell.
Hoke on carry loses 2 yards back to the 26. Tackled in by Clark Howell.
2-yard loss on that play back to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 12 for the Indians. They've got Lawrence in the back. Looks like Lawrence is going to be in the backfield. He's going to set up in the pistol behind Scott. Got Twins to the left out here. They're going to run the RPO, and it's going to be complete to Hope to the 36-yard line. Gain of about 10 on the play. It brings up 3rd and 2.
Got pass complete to Hope. 10-yard gain brings up 3rd and 2 from the 36.
Now he's going to toss it to Lawrence. They go quick. Trojan go around the right side. Trojans had him pretty well bottled up. Can't see where he drove him out of bounds. It's going to be close to the line of scrimmage, maybe, or as they umpire. He actually did get to the line to gain the 38. It's a good effort there, getting through there. So 2-yard gain over on the right side. 1st and 10 for the Indians at the Trojans at their own 38.
Lawrence picks up 2 before he's driven out of bounds at the 38. That is the line of the game, so it's 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Indians now trips to the left where Grizzle sets short. And Scott's going to keep it, and he's going nowhere right up the middle. We got Grayson Kirby and Austin Copper and Jeremiah Tulander making a mess of that.
Scott picks up the yard to the 39. 2nd down and 9.
Scott pivots, fakes a handoff to Stringer, tries to reach number 17, Drew Allison. It is knocked away by number 8, Caleb Wyatt. Pass falls incomplete as Wyatt bats it out of bounds. 39 coming up from the 39.
Scott pass intended for number 17, Drew Allison, is batted away by number 8, Caleb Wyatt. 3rd down and 9 for the Indians.
So that brings up 3rd and 9 from the 39. 46 seconds left in the half for the Indians. Stringer's going to set to the left side, and we're going to have a penalty marker come flying in. We got a dead ball delay of game against the Indians.
Dead ball delay of game against the Indians. 5-yard penalty makes it 3rd and 14 from the 34.
Third and 14 from the 34 as Stringer goes to short set, got Twins to the left, and the snap gets away from Scott, and he managed to pick it up, makes the first guy miss, but stumbles around. Finally loses balance back all the way back at the 21-yard line. So loss of about 13 on that play. That's just about at 22. And North Hall takes a quick timeout with 39 seconds left in it, 4th and a mile.
Scott picks up the loose ball on the snap. He gets to the 20, back to the 23-yard line before he loses his balance. Brings up 4th down for the Indians, and North Hall calls timeout.
39 seconds left here in the second quarter. That admittedly lackluster first half for the Trojans, as they put 17 on a much better White County team last week on the road. But some pretty trying circumstances. I mean, this is everything you want in a trap game. This is it. So. Lumpkin County comes out with their punt team. Scott's set deep. They're going to have twins to the right, single to the left, and their H-back, number 55, is probably going to go in motion to the right. No, he doesn't, but Scott gets it. He gets it out of there quick because Caleb Wyatt almost got it. The designated kick blocker, Wyatt. And nice try by Mr. Hoke. The ball bounces at the 48-yard line, and so he just comes up and bats it all the way to the North Hall 35, but they blow it dead immediately. So 32 seconds left after that punt.
Shot punt down at the 48-yard line, 29-yard punt, no return. First down for the Trojans.
So 32 seconds left for the Trojans. As Purrier comes up, they got the Buffalo, but they fake it to Howell, and Purrier's looking to throw it to Jones. And what a catch over on the right side, diving, dragging his feet at the 34-yard line. But we do have a penalty marker on the play. We're going to see what happens there. Holding against the Trojans. So that's negated, but really nice pass by Purrier and Jones. First and 18 from the 40, right in the middle of the field. Purrier's back to pass again. He's under pressure, and he just throws it over Grayson Kirby's head this time, but it wasn't catchable, but it was definitely in his direction, so avoided the grounding that time.
Purrier pass is intended for Kirby is incomplete. Second 18.
Second 18 from the 40, 19 seconds left. North Hall out of timeout, so just trying to get something, roll the dice, get something big here. They're going to run the toss to Howell, if you can't get it on the right, and he's loose on the right side, and he just gets a great block downfield, and he's gone. 54, Jared Laddie, he went out there leading the way. Trojans score with 6 seconds left on the sweep play.
Number 3, Clark Howell, 60 yards, Trojan touchdown. Leading the way from the last key block, of course, number 54, Jared Laddie.
Brown in for the extra point. There's a snap, and kick is good right over the old. Looks like you may have cleared the old field house, so they won't need the ladder to get that one.
Brown's kick is good.
So Trojans get one with 6 seconds left in the half. Give them a much needed shot in the arm, and yeah, folks, I wish we had the video feed so you could have seen the block. See the way that play developed. 25. It had to be 25 yards down the field. Howell had one guy in front of him, and here comes Jared.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the marching Trojans from your North Hall High School. Tonight the band's halftime presenting sponsor is Microsoft. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Molly Light and Kate Martin. Tonight they'll be performing a rendition of Handicap, Hand Clap, I Like It, and Pick on Me, followed by one of our favorite dance singing. Feel free to sing, clap, and dance along with the band and go through them.
Okay, Trojan fans, senior night's always chaotic, and now with the video feed issues, but we think we got that back, and thanks to the technological wizardry of Stephen McIntyre, we think we actually have Clark Howell's touchdown to show. So here we go. Hope you can see it. You see there's a toss, and you see Laddie out in front, and you can see he makes that guy disappear. So, like I said, we hope you can see that, and that was a fun one to watch. So glad we were able to Now I'm hearing we lost audio. Now he says we lost audio in the middle of the play. So can you hear, Stephen? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Hopefully audio's back. Yeah, we're having a day up here in the press box. Anyway, woohoo! So some first half stats. North Hall with 214 total yards, Lumpkin with 87, and which Lumpkin has 96 yards passing on 2 completions, or 6 completions to by Cooper Scott, but they have negative 9 yards rushing on 13 attempts. And North Hall 21 carries, 199 yards rushing, 1 for 4 pass for 15 yards, 214 yards total. North Hall leads in first downs 9-4. Here's score and recap. North Hall's got on the board first 4:43 in the first quarter on a Kevin Rochester 36-yard run. The second quarter, Rochester again with a 2-yard run, 3:27 left in the half, and then right there with 6 seconds left in the half, that 60-yard run by Clark Howell. And now I'm told the YouTube feed is rocking and rolling. So again, got to give all, first of all, thank you for all the fans out there that are keeping us posted on what's going on. So I just got that from Mr. Coach Chris Haynes. And like I said, Chris DeLong's been feeding me info as we go, all the way from Florida. Well, we can get back to action. Upcoming games for the Trojans. Next week they will be on the road at Gilmer County over on the banks of the Cartacay in LJ. They'll have a bye week the following week. And then in 3 weeks, they'll head down to the lesser end of the county to take on Cherokee Bluff. And then finally, we will wrap up the regular season back here in 4 weeks I believe that's November 20th, right here in the Brickyard against Dawson County. So the Dawson County game is the last home game here on November 20th. And of course, we're always hopeful there'll be another home game on the 27th, but that remains to be. We still got to earn that. So that's your upcoming schedule for the Trojans.
If you have your program, turn to page 78 to the Mr. Honeydew Handyman Services ad. If you find Coach Bishop's signature on page 78, you have won some spirit gear, courtesy of the. Sorry, it disappeared. Somebody moved it. Anyway, bring your signed program with Coach Bishop's signature on page 78, Mr. Honeydew Handyman Services, and we will set you up with your North Hall Trojan Spirit Wear Pack.
Yeah. Folks at home, after all the trouble being through it, I announced the programs and the program winner, where to find the signature page, and turn around, we can't find the prizes, but we did locate them. This is all kind of fun here tonight, folks.
To prevent the spread of germs and illnesses, all spectators are required to wear a mask or face covering at all times. Individuals who refuse to follow the safety measures will be asked to leave the premises. Lumpkin County guests, I know this is not the usual protocol, but Hall County School District has made this a requirement for us and a prerequisite for us to continue playing this season. So we do ask you kindly comply for the kids on the field.
Lumpkin County Squib kicks it, hops right over Caleb Wyatt's head, and is pounced on by Purrier at the, looks like it's going to be at the 37-yard line.
Purrier recovers the kick by Remillard at the North Hall 37-yard line, first down for the Trojans.
Trojans come out unbalanced to the right. Rochester and Howell in the backfield. You may not see anybody else in the backfield, until it gets to the end of the game. Rochester picks up about 5 to the 42.
Rochester gain of 5 to the 42. Down 5.
As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 11 players quarantined. Due to the coronavirus. So the next guy behind Rochester is the fifth stringer. Buck sweep to Howell. He's got the edge. He's driven out of bounds by Francisco Vasquez at the Lumpkin 49-yard line.
Howell 9-yard gain around the right side. Driven out of bounds by Francisco Vasquez. First down for the Trojans from the Indians 49.
Trojans shift the strength over to the left as they're going to stay with an unbalanced line. 2 tight ends in the game, both of them on the left side with Dyer slotted between them. Howell split wide to the near side, and there's the trap to Rochester. He stiff arms one guy. He's got it. Didn't stiff arm enough. Jay Grizzle grabbed him by the shirt and chased him for about 12 yards, but it's going to be a 19-yard gain for Rochester down to the 30-yard line.
Rochester gain 19 to the 30-yard line. Grizzle on the tackle. Grizzle could be shaken up on the play. It's a first down for the Trojans.
Grizzle favoring his arm coming off the field with the assistance of the trainer. Rochester stiff-armed him but didn't get complete separation. Grizzle grabbed him by the shirt tail about the 42-yard line and kept pulling and pulling until he finally reeled Kevin in and then wrangled him on the ground about the 30. So you don't see many kids that can play running back and defensive end, but we've got that guy number 49 out there. 1st and 10, and they're going to hand it to Rochester again and he got loose. They had him bottled up. Comes out, had him bottled up. He broke out of the pile, and there was nobody else for him to beat. 30-yard touchdown for the Kevrand.
Rochester, 30-yard rushing touchdown.
Brown set the kick. And he flips it up through the uprights. And the kick is good.
Big Brown's kick is good.
Trojans strike quickly. Minute 29 into the third quarter. 10:31 left in the game, or in the third quarter. Trojans now lead 27-0. Brown has it on the tee. He steps forward. Short approach. Drops it down the 9-yard line. Taken by number 9. And he's driven. He gets out the 25, driven back to. They actually give him 4 priors at 26. That's Brady Rice again. There's a penalty marker at the 22. As referee Russ Nelson confers with Tim Barrett and umpire Johnny Vickers. They're going to call block in the back against the Indians. They'll step off 10 yards from the spot of the foul at 22, and that gives the Indians, they'll start the first possession at their own 12.
Twice on the return, there was a block in the back penalty at the 22-yard line. Called against the Indians. So after the 10-yard penalty, they'll start their first possession of the second half at their own 12-yard line.
Cooper Scott pivots, hands the pistol back. Lawrence, he's gang tackled at the 14-yard line. Ball did come out after he was down, but Mr. Puryear comes up with it, but ends up just flipping it to the umpire. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
David Lawrence gains 2 yards to the 14, 2nd down and 8.
Norland Hoke going to split wide to the left with Hoke in the slot, Lawrence in the pistol back position. Scott bobbles a snap, busts the play, and Clark Howell's first one there to greet him at about the 6-yard line. They knock him all the way back to the end zone and strip the ball, but they'd already given him 4 progress to the 6. As Scott just mishandled that.
Scott hit for a loss back at the 6-yard line, loss of 8 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 17.
Third and 17 from the Lumpkin County 5-yard line. Scott's going to just turn and hand it to Lawrence straight up the middle, and he gets 2 to the 7. But running the teeth of that Trojan defense, which has been really strong against the run and has gotten better against the run as the year has gone on. Still working on the pass defense a little bit. So we've still shown some vulnerability there. However, you just cannot deny the improvement that this young team has gone through throughout the season.
Lawrence gains 2 yards to 7, 4th down and 15.
Scott set deep in the end zone to punt. And they're going to run another person on to give them 12. They finally take the snap. Scott gets it off, and he kicks it right into his own sideline, not wanting anything to do with A.J. Jones. So the punt barely would have got him a first down, as they're going to spot it at the 25-yard line.
Scott's punt out of bounds at the 25-yard line, 17-yard punt, and no return.
That's a lot of respect for a freshman when you just don't even want to kick it, when you don't want to punt it to him. So Purrier takes a snap. He's going to fake it to Howell, and he takes off to the left as there was no one there, and he's finally makes number 31. Tavian Lawrence missed, but he's driven out of bounds by number 60, Stephen Yorkie. Gain of about 9 on the play.
Purrier pulls it down, but picks up 9 yards, driven out of bounds to the 16 by number 60, Stephen Yorkie. 2nd down and 1.
Buffalo formation, and they're just going to run a simple dive right up the middle, and Clark Howell turns around like, where did everybody go? Touchdown Trojans.
Clark Howell, 16-yard, Trojan touchdown.
Howell went in the end zone looking. He was already turning around. It was like he was afraid the play had been blown dead. He didn't hear the whistle because there was no one there. And Luke Brown uncharacteristically yanks that extra point left, so second miss of the night for the junior. His very first one of the night was blocked. Looks like Nico Carmona is going to come in for the kickoff duties.
Brown kick, sails wide to the left, and is no good.
So 33-0 lead for the Trojans over the Indians. 7:50 left in the third quarter. As the Trojans really starting to wear down the Indians, who came out gamely and hit a couple of big plays on the Trojans, but weren't able to convert them into scores. Early on, the Trojan defense has tightened up a lot. Those long pass, the last couple attempts at long pass plays, have been either batted down or intercepted, so they've kind of gotten away from that part of the game. Nico Carmona has it teed up on the 40. Carmona will be starting at most schools in the area as a kicker. Norrell takes the kickoff at about the 12. Charles Coleman missed him at about the 18, but slowed him up enough for T-Lander to finish him off at the 21.
Carmona's kick is returned by number 12, Caleb Norrell, to the 21-yard line, brought down there by Jeremiah T-Lander. 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Jared Laddie, Baker Dyer, Aiden Patel, and Kevin Rochester up front for the Trojans. Twins to the left for the Indians in a pistol formation. He's going to fake. They're going to fake it, and they're going to swing it out here to number 14, Hoke. About a 7-yard gain out to the 27, as it was basically a screenplay completed behind the line. So his companion Laurel over there did a great job clearing out for him.
Shot pass complete to Hope, gain of 7.
Indians try to run an RPO there, and Baker Dyer, first one of many to get to Scott before he could turn that loose. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
Number 52, Baker Dyer with the sack back at the 23-yard line. 3rd down and 8.
So empty backfield, trips to the right. You know, one slot back and kind of a hot snap. Scott gets it out of there to Stringer, but that play was just all messed up from the beginning. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 8 for the Indians.
Scott pass intended for Stringer is incomplete. 4th and 8 now for the Indians at their own 23.
And for some reason, after the incompletion, they decided to move the ball to the complete other hash, I guess. So Scott in punt formation. And again, takes dead aim at the sidelines, as far away from A.J. Jones as he can get. And, you know, side judge William Dabney teams up with referee Russ Nelson. They determined that 48-yard line's where it went out of bounds. 1st down for the Trojans.
Keeper Scott punt out of bounds at the 48-yard line. 1st down for the Trojans.
Yeah, had a little motion there on the left side. This Trojans come out in the double wing.
Dead ball, false start. 1st down and 15 from the 47.
Look like A.J. Jones may have got a little trigger happy there, as Clay Stover was in motion left to right across the backfield. Same formation, Stover in motion again. But this time, instead of handing it off to Stover, he's going to throw a lead block for Howell. Nice play by Jared Hoke. Tackle in open field, only give him 2 yards.
Howell brought down by 14, Jared Hoke. 2-yard gain of 49. 2nd down 13.
A lot of guys that aren't usually playing are out there on the field. Noah Deal probably getting his first action, and there's Howell on the trap play, right side all the way to the 42-yard line. Give him 9 yards on that play.
Howell 9-yard gain to the 42. 3rd down and 4.
Leaves the Trojans 3rd down and 4. So got 2 new tackles in there. Noah Deal on the right, Drew Chambers on the left. Austin Copper is in at left guard. Another senior Mason Newberry at right guard, and the big pup still at center. And Clay Stover jumps the gun again. Looked like that was going to be the jet to AJ. I guess he's just returned the favor because AJ did the same thing to him 2 plays ago.
false start against the Trojans. Brings it 3rd down and 9 from the 47.
So Trojans will Howell at the tailback now, and they'll run the trap to him, and he breaks a few tackles to get to the 40. He's going to be about 2 yards short of the 1st down.
Howell gains 7 yards to the 40.
Hey, let's go block somebody!
Brings it 4th and 2.
Fourth and 2 for the Trojans at the 40. They do have the offense out there. We'll see what 10 seconds left on the play clock. They do snap it. Run the 8 play. Howell, I don't think he got it. No. On the buck sweep. He did not. They're only going to give him a yard to the 39. So, help of 2 false start penalties. The Trojans come up short on this series. A 4-and-out turnover on downs.
Howell back at the 39-yard line. Ball goes over on downs to the Indians. 1st and 10.
So Trojans gained 19 yards on that 4-play series. Unfortunately, with the penalties, they needed 20. So Lumpkin County comes out with some of the best field position they've had all game. At the 39-yard line, Scott's got twins out to the right, and the tight end and the H-back is going to go in motion. They're going to toss it to Stringer. And Elmer Tapia does a great job pursuing from the backside to run down Stringer. Baker Dyer in on the tackle to help. No gain on the play.
Toss to 25 Cameron Stringer. He's hit brought down in the line of scrimmage by 55 Elmer Tapia and 52 Baker Dyer. 2nd and 10.
Twins left this time. The RPO fake to Stringer, throw it to Norrell, and he's hit first by Caleb Wyatt. Doesn't make the tackle, but he does slow him down for the cavalry to arrive, and Caleb Norrell is banged up. Looks like he's holding his hand or his wrist, something like that.
Not fast, complete to 12. Caleb Norrell. He advances to the North Hall 47-yard line, enough for a Indians 1st down. Toss sweep to Lawrence. He's grabbed in the backfield by number 5, Jeremiah Teenlander. Now, unfortunately, headlinesman Tim Barrett thought he got a little too much of the face mask along the way. Actually, since he called a personal foul, he wouldn't call a lot too much of the face mask. So, 15-yard penalty is going to put it all the way to the 36-yard line and continue this drive. Personal foul face mask against the Trojans. 15-yard penalty, go to the 1st down at the 36.
So Scott fakes the launch from the pistol, hits the curl pass to Hoke. He fights his way down to the 26-yard line. Caleb Wyatt and David Garrison combined. That's a 10-yard gain. Another first down for the Indians.
Shot pass complete to Hope. 10-yard gain to the 26, brought down by number 8 Caleb Wyatt, number 6 David Garrison, first and 10.
Scott looking deep, and they got him bracketed. There was a penalty mark that came in, and Mr. Garrison lead the flag.
Defensive pass interference against the Trojans. Half of this to go brings it to the 13-yard line. First down.
Pass interference called against the Trojans. Half the distance, moved it to 13. Now they fake it. Scott fakes it, takes it himself down the right side, cut down by Memphis Dyer, but gets a pretty decent gain to about the 7-yard line. Going to be 6-yard gain on the first down play. Bring up 2nd and 4.
Scott for 6 yards around the right side, but down by 24 Memphis Dyer. 2nd down 4.
Clock takes minute 28 left in the third quarter. Scott has Stringer behind him. He pivots, and Zachary Stevens almost overran the play. He blew in there so fast he almost ran. He was on his way to the quarterback and realized that it had been handed off, reached back and grabbed Stringer. Loss of about 5 back to the 12-yard line.
Stringer dropped for a 5-yard loss by number 77, Zachary Stevens. Third down and 9.
And Lumpkin County calls the timeout. They're down 33 to nothing. Be a big. I know, Coach has to be thinking it'd be a big moral victory for them if they can punch this in before the end of the third quarter and prevent the running clock in the fourth quarter. That can be that alone could be a huge motivator, and I'm sure that's what Coach Sorrells is thinking over there on the Lumpkin County sidelines. Give this kid some kind of boost. Basically, not get mercy ruled on the road against the team leading the region. So 3rd and 9. Scott takes it to Stringer and T-Lander. Well, I think the video's working. You saw what happened there on that RPO. He pulls the ball out on the fake and had a face full of 5.
Fourth down and 16.
Lumpkin County brings their field goal kicker in 29. Remillard, and he does get it over the goalpost. Freshman, so Lumpkin County is on the board. That is, heard the horn sound. That was the end of the third quarter.
Remillard's kick is good. This evening, we're proud to thank the North Hall Community Education Foundation for their continued support
Of North Hall Cluster Schools. Out on the field tonight, representing North Hall High School is Principal Billy Wells, and representing North Hall Middle School is Principal Kristen Finley. Please give a round of applause for the North Hall Community Education Foundation and for our great Trojans at North Hall Middle and North Hall High School. Marcus Remillard has it on the tee for Lumpkin County. He's aiming like he's going to angle it over toward the near sidelines. And it is a line drive that does exactly that. Skitters out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Freshman Hunter Riley was actually back deep to receive that one for North Hall. Alongside freshman A.J. Jones. North Hall will free kick out of bounds. North Hall take the ball at the 35-yard line, as is one of their options. They can, in that situation, they can either have the other team re-kick it for the 5-yard penalty, take it where it goes out of bounds, or take it 25 yards from the kick, and then, which in this, it's normally the 35-yard line. That's what North Hall elects.
Remillard kick out of bounds for the Trojans from the 35.
And North Hall's got a bunch of JV in, and it shows. Hunter Riley with his first carry, runs straight into quarterback Luke Evans, and then fumbles on the trap play. So Lumpkin recovers at the 33-yard line. That's where they'll start the next possession.
He recover the fumble at the 33-yard line. First and 10 for Lumpkin County.
So, Trojans keep most of the starters out there. There are a few exceptions. Scott wheels it out, number 31, Lawrence. He catches it on his hip, but is unable to advance the football down the field. They stack him up right at the 33-yard line. New faces starting to filter in. Number 33, Trey Patterson out there. Number 9, Will Jackson, sophomore Will Jackson. David Garrison's been out there some already. Clay Stover moves down at cornerback from his usual safety position. Scott takes it to Lawrence. Gets around the edge. Finally cut down by number 33, Trey Patterson. At the, so they'll give him to 9 yards to the 25. We're at 3rd and 2.
Scott on the keeper, brought down at the 25-yard line by number 33, Trey Patterson. Candidate brings up 3rd down and 2 from the 25.
Actually, an 8-yard gain on that play. Do have a running clock, so this quarter is going to go fast. Scott keeps it again. He bowls forward. And some bad tackling by the youngsters. allows him to barrel forward all the way to the 18-yard line. You have a player shaking up.
Scott picks up 6 yards to the 19-yard line. And that's for a first down. Number 15, Ricky Hicks, shaking up on the play for the Indians.
'56 Ricky Hicks, player shaking up for the Indians. He gets helped up by the trainers, and he's hobbling like it's somehow a lower leg injury. But he did pop up pretty quickly. So, first down for the Indians at the Trojans 19. As the Trojans keep shuffling in young players, and other players haven't gotten a lot of playing time. Up front, we got Mason Newberry, Zachary Stevens, who has been playing a good bit more tonight. We also got Aiden Patel and 55 Elmer Tapia. That's the front four. Scott takes a snap. He fakes it to Stringer. He hits Norrell on the outside. A.J. Jones misses him, but placed over, cleans it up at the 16. It'll be about a 5-yard gain.
Scott pass complete to Norrell down to the 19 or 14-yard line. Placed over on the tackle. 2nd and 5 for the Indians.
Clock ticks, 7:39 already down to here in the fourth quarter. Pistol back, Stringer takes it on a little counter, and number 30 Nathan Vermeer and 22 A.J. Jones, both freshmen, making the tackle down at the 9-yard line, and we got another Indian. He's looking like cramps down at the 9-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal for the Indians.
Stringer down to the 9-yard line, tackled by number 30 Nathan Vermeer, number 22 A.J. Jones. Is enough for an Indian first down.
Number 17, Drew Allison, having some cramps there, requiring assistance from the trainers. He's making his way off the field now. So, Indians get their first and goal on the evening. They did manage to get inside the 10-yard line on their last possession, but were driven back and forced to kick a field goal. Vermeer and Patterson in at linebackers. We got ready to get as Stringer resets. Scott gives a head fake, and he finds, I believe that's Caleb Norrell. Yes, it is Caleb Norrell in the end zone for the Indians' first touchdown of that evening.
Complete to number 12, Caleb Norrell, for Indian touchdown.
It's a little confusion for the Indians, but Marcus Remillard does put the ball through the uprights. Try for what's good.
Marcus Remillard kick is good.
So, clock stopped on the score. Running clock rules. Clock only stops on timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores. So far, we've had 2 of the 4 in the first 5. In the first 5 minutes and 3 seconds. So this is running clock, fourth quarter, staying a little longer than usual. But there is 6:57 left in the game. Trojans now lead 33-10. Again, Remillard's coming out. And this time he's aiming the tee at the left sideline. Pretty much guaranteeing that they're going to kick it toward the sidelines. So Trojans don't make much of an adjustment, but it is a lone line drive taken by AJ, and he just falls on it. Grayson Kirby lays down to protect him.
AJ Jones recovers the kick for the Trojans.
Honestly, folks, Trojans aren't worried about the score here. They're worried about getting this game over with a win. All those quarantine kids are going to be out again next week, and now that the game is pretty much out of reach, especially with the running clock, they're not going to risk any starters. So I'm sure Jones is under orders, since he is a key player for them now. Get down and get the ball, get down. So Evans under center for the Trojans now, number 18. We got a bobbled snap, and that is Connor Free on his first varsity carry, and he's met my number 1 Jay Grizzle. Gains a yard to the 31. Second out 9.
Number 18, Connor Free on the carry, picks up a yard to the 31. By Jay Grizzle. Second down and 9 for the Trojans.
Evans hands it off to Will Jackson, and he's swarmed in the backfield. As we had a lot of younger, less experienced guys up front, loss of 5 back to the 26.
Will Jackson moves the 5 yards back to the 26-yard line. Third down and 14.
So we got 3rd and 14. Yeah, number 31, Luke Evans, in at quarterback. If you weren't expecting to see him, there's a good reason for that. But he throws a nice pass on the bootleg out to number 16, Alex Brown, who just drops it. The number 2 and number 3 quarterbacks among those not available tonight for the Trojans, Parker Caudell and Britton Glover.
Luke Evans pass intended for number 16, Alex Brown, is incomplete. 4th and 14 from the 26.
Had to find Cameron Crisp to come in and long snap. And still missing Caleb Wyatt. North Hall does call timeout just to get the right personnel on the field. They did wait till it ran all the way down. Had 2 starters that thought their night was done, but still needed on the punt team. So Trojans look like they have all 11 out there this time. It's going to be Nico Carmona set to punt for the Trojans. To be his first varsity punt. And he gets off a booming kick. It's going to roll down to the 37-yard line. Nice high 37-yard punt. Didn't get a lot of roll, but no return.
Nico Carmona's punt rolls dead at the 37-yard line. First down for the Indians.
So, yeah, Caleb White, A.J. Jones, the two starters at cornerback, are still in there. Defensive backfield is very much decimated by the quarantines. We're gonna roll Jones back to safety. Number 2 is the new quarterback for Lumpkin. He hands off to Stringer, who A.J. Jones lays a big hit on him, but A.J. don't weigh very much, so wasn't able to get him down. Stringer's all the way to the 50-yard line.
Cameron Stringer has gained 13 yards to midfield. First down for the Indians.
Number 2, Harper Davenport in at quarterback. He's a freshman for the Indians. He's got twins out to the right. Stringer in the backfield, and he's going to turn and toss it to him. Somebody lost their outside leverage, allowing him to get about 6 yards to the North Hall 44-yard line. Clock ticks 2:02. 2 minutes left now in the quarter. Second down and 4.
Stringer cut down by Tapia at the 44-yard line. Second down and 4.
All right. Davenport's got Stringer behind him. And then he's going to hand it off up the middle. Decent hole there. He's probably going to get about to the 41-yard line. Give Aiden Patel credit on that tackle.
Stringer, 3-yard gain to the 41, 62. Aiden Patel making the tackle for the Trojans. Third down and 1.
Patel's actually been there in here a lot tonight. It's really his first action of the season, but again, the Trojans just decimated by the virus here. Stringer gets to the 35. Zach Stevens down. Zach Stevens laying face down on the field. I'm not sure what happened, but a whole lot of training staff ran out in a really big hurry. But they're moving his leg like it's a cramp, so they're helping him up. Zach Stevens a big fella. So that's all. He gets a leg cramp. That's a whole lot of leg cramp, folks.
Zach Stringer, player checking up on the play. That was Stringer with a 6-yard gain to the 35. Tackle made by 64 Mason Newberry. First down for the Indians.
This has given us an opportunity to call out a whole lot of seniors' names that we don't usually call out. Mason Newberry making that tackle. Some of these guys don't see a lot of playing time, and some of them have been there and largely throughout the game. So first down for the Indians. They toss it to Stringer, and the youngsters bottle him up in the backfield at the 37-yard line. Couldn't see he actually made the tackle, but clock ticks 30 seconds.
Stringer dropped for a 2-yard loss at the 37-yard line. Second and 12.
Lumpkin's going to try to get one more play off. 11 seconds left. And there's a snap. Davenport rolls right. He's looking to throw. He completes it to number 9, Brady Rice. Willie Jackson makes a tackle, and that's going to end the ball game.
Davenport pass is complete to Rice. J on the tackle. That's the final play of the game. Your final score with North Hall 33. Lumpkin County 0.
With the win, the Trojans advanced their record of 4 wins and 3 losses after their 4th consecutive win. They're now 2-0 in Region 7, or 3-0 in Region 7 AAA play. Next Friday, the Lumpkin County returns home to host the unbeaten Cherokee Bluff Bears. The Trojans will head over to the banks of the Carticade to take on the Gilmer Bobcats in LJ. After that week, they'll have a bye week, and then they'll make the trip down to Cherokee Bluff. The Trojans will finally return to the Brickyard in 4 weeks to host Dawson County in the season finale right here on November 20th. We ask as you leave tonight, you please put all the trash in the receptacles located around the stadium to help keep the Brickyard beautiful. On behalf of North Hall High School, I'd like to thank everyone for attending tonight's game. Congratulations to all the seniors we recognize tonight. And we will want everyone to please drive home safely, including our guests from Dahlonega. And Trojan fans, we'll all see you next week in LJ, in 3 weeks at Cherokee Bluff, and then back here at the Brickyard on November 20th for the season finale and home finale against Dawson County. Thank you and good night. And again, that wraps it up here from the Brickyard. Lynn Cottrell Stadium. Trojans victorious over Lumpkin County. It wasn't pretty at all, but all things considered, having spent some time with Dave Bishop this week, shooting our new coaches show, which unfortunately didn't get uploaded before the game, but we'll still get it up there, and we'll hopefully have the next one out before next week's game. There was just a whole lot of struggle just to even make this game happen. We were very close to actually having to forfeit this game. Coach Bishop and Coach Borg and numerous others put in countless hours actually counting up exposure time, of the players to the one player that tested positive, just so they could keep as many kids eligible as possible. Still, there were, I think 10 of them that have to be quarantined, but like I said, we were close not to be able to play this game. So we'll take the win. All things considered, if it had to happen, this was a good time. So anyway, like I said, coaches show, we're new coaches show that we got the first one shot. It just hasn't gotten uploaded due to some technical difficulties, but we'll have it up soon, and then we'll hopefully have the second episode up early next week. So catch both of those on YouTube. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. Like I said, it was just a crazy night here, folks. Thanks for bearing with us, and thanks for following your Trojans. On behalf of the staff of North Hall High School, this is Jody Kinney signing off. Thank you. Go Trojans.